Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today let us discuss about metal touch sensor, complete explanation with circuit diagram. So the description is as follows. The model number is KY036 touch sensor module. It utilizes the floating lead on a Darlington pair transistor to detect the touch. Here, basically, the touch sensor is a simple Darlington pair with high gain. There are two LEDs on board. One is the power on LED and the second LED is touch sense detect LED. So here, this is the touch sensor which is said as Darlington pair. This is the open floating connector. So when we touch this metal pin, the circuit get closed and the sense touch sense is detected. It has four pins in which two pins are the output pins. One is the digital output and another one is the analog output. When the touch is detected, the digital output goes high. When the touch is removed, the digital output goes low. It simply has two values, high or low. But here, the analog output is directly proportional to the sensitivity of the touch. If the sensitivity of the touch is very high, the analog output will be very high. When the sensitivity is low, the analog output will be low. Means it varies from 0 to 5 volts in analog form. It has two power supply pins. One is the positive pin and second one is the ground. The positive is simply the generic 5 volts. It has two LEDs on board. This is the power on LED. This is the sensitive touch sense LED. This is the variable resistor which is used to adjust the sensitivity of this touch. Here, a simple IC, an op-amp IC LM393 is used in which it has two op-amp which acts as comparators. Now, coming to the features, the main chip is LM393, works on digital output 5 volts. So here, it is a single channel, single output function. So it has digital output and an analog output also. It has adjustable sensitivity. It works on the positive trigger, that is, when it is touched, the output is high, touch is removed, the output signal is low. Here is the complete circuit diagram of this module. The input here, the base is open. When we touch this base, the base is connected through us to ground. So some amount of current flows from the base to us to the ground. So when the base current flows, this transistor amplifies the current with its beta factor and input it to the transistor T2. So here the beta 1 and the beta 2 of these two transistors form a very high gain. This type of configuration with a high gain is called Darlington pair configuration. So here when the touch is sensed, the transistor gets activated. The current flows from the collector to emitter through this path, through this path. And here the analog output is taken through the current conducting path. So here in this op-amp, which is a half part of the LM393, is used as a comparator. The reference voltage is taken at pin 3, which is has come from the potential divided network of R6 and R2. When the touch is sensed, the current flows through this path and based on the touch, the digital output goes high or low. The second op-amp of this circuitry is simply used to switch on the indicator, the touch indicator LED L2. So this is the 4-pin connector. So by varying this variable resistor, we can vary the sensitivity, the current flowing through this path, thereby the sensitivity is varied. Analog application means, for example, if you want to vary the intensity of a bulb based on the sensitivity of touch, you can use the analog output. Or else, if you want a simply high or low output, you can use the digital output. Digital outputs are generally used to interface with the microcontrollers. Analog outputs are used where you need a very high sound based on the touch sensitivity, or you need the variation on the intensity of the light based on the input touch sensitivity. You can, in such applications, you can use the analog output. So the applications are, it senses the touch, it acts as a switch on touch, it is used in touch screens. For example, if you want a touch screen with 4 touch points, you can use the 4 different modules and you can have 4 different touch points. Since the touch is basically made by human, so it can use in applications where human machine interface. So these are the typical specifications of this module. So thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Please share, like, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.